So it's the Broncos and the Titans. And it begins. Broncos desperate. Titans trying to climb off the bottom of the ladder. And it's Payne Haas. Well, if he didn't look menacing normally, what about him in a black jersey?
Wait, Regan, hold here.
Boy, oh boy. Pakes the dummy half. So again starting Corey Pakes. Jordan Ricky is the number 12. Josiah Karapani into the side in place of Selwyn Cobbo. AJ Brimson back for the Titans. He was cleared, had a concussion situation, but got the all clear, so he should be the fullback, and Jaden Campbell moving into the halfback role where he spent much of the season. Corey Jensen starting for the first time this year. Pakes onto Haas, and Haas gets his first offload. Reynolds gets it on. Staggs in and away from Foran. Oh, yeah. The big don't argue. And holding on well, Khan Pereira. But the Broncos, a very good first set. Walsh on the last. Long ball. 2 on 2 here. And Shimasaki goes for the line and scores. Oh, what about that start? It must be the jerseys. Broncos off and running.
The Broncos. What a start from Walsh. Reynolds. Payne Haas. Boy, what a statement early.
That's a pearler of a pass from Bruce Walsh. Second greatest scorer in our game. And he slots it through. A perfect start from the Broncos. 2-0. The short side play for Ricky on tackle 2. Now they're set on the left, the Broncos. Walsh gets his hands on it. Fires a long one to Reynolds. Now Piakura well dealt with. This will test the Titans' defence. Short side play. Already there, that's sharp work. Primarily by Campbell on Ezra Mann. With the help from Campbell Gillard. Reynolds for Carrigan dummies. Then the flick. Jensen is over. Oh, they're on tonight, it looks like. It looks like we're going to get the best of the Brisbane Broncos.
Great delivery. Really nice delivery. Great eyes, just feigned with the pass. The flick pass was beautiful from the lock forward.
The forwards linking up. Reynolds driving it through. Brisbane running with the clock. 12 gone, 12-0.
Pat Carrigan pushing from the front row back into lock, and that makes way for Corey Jensen to come back into the starting side. He had been playing a reduced role off the bench this season, but started most of the games for Brisbane last year. 23 of 24 games he started in the front row. He was even mentioned as an Origin bolter at one point, was Corey Jensen. In for a try tonight, as you mentioned, Dan, just the third of his career. His first back in 2017, had a long wait for his second last year, and now gets his third.
115 games between 1 and 2, Jake. Only 15 between 2 and 3. Yes. So the Broncos, outstanding start.
It's only a slight change. Now, obviously, they're wearing the number 13 as opposed to the number 8 for this man, Carrigan, but already he looks freer. The inclusion of Carrigan at 13 and Walsh back into the side has just changed the whole look at this Brisbane attack.
Look at this set. This is tackle 4. They're going to get the halfway with it. Shimasaki threatening, keeping it alive. Now, on the Walsh forward pass. Forward pass. Quality field position. Jensen, one of the try scorers. Boy, the defence just
busy,
yields meters there.
Yeah.
And the Broncos now near the 30. Pakes to Reynolds. Piakura nestled to this Suncorp surface. On the last to Reynolds, going to the air. Didn't see Walsh in that set. Here we go with a catch and a score from Staggs! Incredible Katoni! He's just not going to be denied on this Saturday night. Broncos in again.
Boys up and about, Katoni Staggs. And so's the crowd here in Brisbane. The energy's through the roof. Beautiful kick from the 300 gamer. Lands it a metre short of the try line, exactly where you want to land it.
Reynolds. Oh yes, 3 from 3, 18-0.
He's had some wonderful nights, you know, in the 300 games, hasn't he? Off the right boot, Adam Reynolds. That kick there was Reynolds at his absolute best. Look at the drop, perfectly positioned. Great timing on his kick. And Staggs arrives
Stay behind,
right on
guys.
time.
Stay on side,
That is
guys.
brilliant athleticism. And gee, when you come and watch a Broncos game, it's what you wish for. You love watching Staggs. He's an absolute weapon when he gets going. And when he's in this type of mindset, buckle up.
I think there was a period, Mick, that would have been overturned, but I think we're in a more common sense era here where that had to be a 4-pointer.
At what point? That's the third, well, in fact, the fourth time that they've kicked off to Payne Haas. They're asking for trouble because he has that run, 20 metres. Now he catches his breath and he'll steamroll them in about 2 or 3 tackles time. He'll go again, the big fella.
He runs great lines. He's got Shibasaki. Shibasaki's got Sami in pursuit, but it's all over. Gemmett is over again. 2 for him, 4 for the Broncos. They are electrifying.
Ezra Mann back into the side a fortnight ago, and the creativity and the sharp work down the left-hand side, which carried them to a grand final. Written all over it. There's the work from Mann. But the timing, when this bloke is on his game, Brendan Perkura, he's got rep footy written all over him. Shibasaki gets his second.
Well, this is the best. We had that Warriors one a couple of weeks ago. That's a pearler. But this is top notch. Anyway, 24 points to 0 Broncos.
Michael Maguire will be happy with the way his start has started here tonight. That man, Ezra Mann, coming off the back of last week where he was booed mercilessly at 4 Pines Park, makes a great ball there to Brendan Perkura, back into the starting side after what's been a slow start to the year for him, and then he finds Gemmett Shibasaki, who's having a fantastic season. That's 10 tries in his 12 games so far this year. Double tonight, Brisbane absolutely flying.
So 4 tries in 21 minutes.
Yeah. And they've kicked off to him again.
All right, here he comes. Well,
He'll run for a kilometre if they keep doing it.
That's the Spencer Leniu spot. There it's at Jedson.
Gee, the footwork of Mann. Here's Perkura again. Real handful on that left-hand side. But the ball playing, the footwork of Mann was special.
They've had 11 sets. They've scored 4 tries. That's a fair strike rate. Here we go. Walsh, the touch. Staggs keeps it going. Arthur's down the sideline. Arthur's look ready to kick. He throws a pass. That one gets clear. But then the try-saving tackle jolts it out.
There's the mark. Got 2 players grabbed in back play.
Well, now Staggs, the tap. He's away. Katoni. And now Fitzgibbon comes across. So does Brimson. He's still going, Katoni. Like a superhero tonight. Listen to the energy of this crowd as Reynolds now fires the pass. And out it goes here. And it's a try to Karapani. The pass got the all clear. Josiah Karapani scores. It's another. It's an avalanche. It's a Broncos bashing.
Gee, I'd like another look at this pass, but put this down to the work of Katoni Staggs. Yeah, fractionally forward. There was great vision from Reynolds, but he did well, Shibasaki, just to hand the ball off to Karapani, who's had a really strong start.
This has been an awesome performance, and Adam Reynolds on track for victory in game number 300. Stars galore. Brisbane 28. Gold Coast 0. Mick Ennis in commentary with Jake, and here we go. So the second half begins. Reece Walsh. A welcome return. Tino. Cleesus.
Clutching at a chest or shoulder there, Tina.
We'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on Campbell. Oh, he wanted to pass too, but Perkura was in the way. 2 tackles left here. 4. Getting it on. 3 on 2. And it comes to Carl Pereira, and he's over. And the Titans are finally in. Brisbane finally punished for giving the Titans so many chances. And this great try scorer gets another.
Doesn't follow. And Arthurs just hesitates momentarily. He's caught infield. And beautiful pass selection.
There's Carrigan. Pass, of course, back on. That is right on the 40, that kick from Walters. It's a terrific kick. It makes it easily.
40-20.
Walters, the confirmation, his second 40-20 of the year.
Yeah, beautiful kick. Tackle for Khan Pereira, still caught up on the defensive line on the end. And just sitting on the ruck was Brimson, and he cut it right towards that right touchline. Perfect kick from Billy Walters, and now Brisbane in great field position. Here's Willison.
They just needed an edge, a momentum changer. That may be the one. Walters. Now the crowd's back into the contest. Reynolds turning it in. Kuda. Trying to get up quickly. Walters to Haas. Splashes off Thurmore. And the two big men, Fotuaika and Tino, combine. Fotuaika there. Could have been pinned as it comes out. Walsh, the tap on, finds Arthurs. Plenty of work to do, and he still almost gets there. Tackle 4. Staggs. Unbelievable in the first half. On for Walsh. Now Reynolds. They've gone deep here. Man throws a long ball straight on the chest of Karapani. And he strolls over. So Ezra joins the party. Josiah Karapani has a double. And that just settles things down for the Broncos.
And the moment that Ezra Mam sees Fitzgibbon flying infield, Karapani unmarked. He's a weapon. You can see the penalty count. 6 errors. Brisbane in the second half, 3 penalties. And discipline Spoon. Well, with them, without the ball's been pretty ordinary.
There's Fa'asul Ma'alawi. I know he wants to offload, but not with that trio. And then quartet of Broncos there to put him down. Fotuaika on for Campbell. He's full. Plenty of blue Titans jumpers as Kelly slips a wonderful pass. Khan Pereira's got a double. Well, Brian Kelly's had a sharp few minutes here, and the Titans get another.
Float over the top from Kelly. It's been a battle won for most of the night by Katoni Staggs, but this time Kelly gets one on his opposing.
Let's see the Broncos here. 3 on the left, 3 on the right. Walsh scurries over to that left. Oh, Walsh with a bird. Walsh goes over. Oh, that's special. That's Reece Walsh. That's Reece Walsh magic. Well, he turned poor Chris Randall into a witch's hat. What a step. He's back, Reece Walsh.
Look at that, just eyeballs and then bang, straight off the left foot. Fends off Campbell. Gets through the attempt of Sami.
Moves in. Although speaking of combat, UFC tomorrow, midday, live and exclusive to main event. Sean O'Malley fights to reclaim his UFC world title. UFC 316, order it now on main event. 38 points to 8. And this is only, what, 3-4 minutes ago? And it looked all over for Reece Walsh.
Yeah. Great news. Mark Maguire's through the sigh of relief when he sees this only moments later. Gee, that is... There's not many players in the game that can provide a moment like that. He's an absolute star, Walsh. And they've turned on a good night for their captain in his 300th game.
Poor Chris Randall. I mean, there's a lot of players that would have been done in by that left step. But a highlight moment for Reece Walsh. And they're in front in the second half, 10 points to 8. With the game always in their keeping. So Broncos have a bye, not playing before Origin 2 as Reynolds on the man, early ball, ship a sack. What an interesting couple of weeks after that. Cronulla for the Broncos, not exactly flying the Sharks, but then the Warriors at Suncorp. So a couple of home games to come now. Lovely pick up Arthurs, draws in his man, then gets it on. Staggs, he hurls it into Walsh, and Walsh gets a late double, hobbles his way to the line. Brisbane into the 40s, and Reece Walsh is ignited.
What a beautiful sight that is. Reece Walsh striding out for Brisbane.
So Reece Walsh with Reynolds guiding it through. Well, they've got 3 minutes to get the half century because they've had their chances. They've been camped at this end for so much of the game. There's a Rama Howe getting a late few minutes. In fact, that's Jacob Arlick-Winky in the 16. And Rama Howe, the 17, on for a little bit longer. He's got to get free. Here's Pereira. Oh, he doesn't. Or does he get there? He's close. Klein says he's short. That would have been his 50th try. Last. Conquest. Batted back nicely. Randall gets it on. Oh, Rama Howe rampaging over. Wow. That's an awesome sight of Rama Howe. Steamrolls his way to the line.
They did great work, Brisbane, to try and shut down the play on the far side on Khan Pereira. Great scramble defence coming across. There's 4 or 5 Brisbane defenders there. It meant Walsh was out of play.
Feel for men's rugby league.
Well, in all seriousness, Dan, he's the type of player that you know, Mal would be looking for.
Walsh. And now he boots it out on the full. And the Broncos win in a canter. Reece Walsh returns. Broncos, they might have different looking jerseys, but just for one night, starting to look like the Broncos again.